Check out this story. Just before a St. Paul business was set to open, the owners are starting over, cleaning up from vandalism that easily tops six figures. And today they talked to Kent about seeking justice, not because they're looking for a suspect, they're just looking for accountability.
A trail of painted footprints was the first clue that something had gone horribly wrong inside this St. Paul building.
The floor was covered in water and the entire ceiling had collapsed.
It was the worst. It was a horrible feeling. You know, we were almost ready.
Josie Lewis is an artist and art influencer with millions of followers and was just weeks away from opening a new work and gallery space.
Probably 95% of the way done.
With help from her business partner, Ryan Lucy. But then the two left town for a week and returned to this.
All his tools were rained on inside for 5 days.
Mildew smell.
Mildew, oh my gosh, so much mold.
And yeah, all the work that we've been doing for over 6 months was instantly undone.
It's like a low garage.
St. Paul police quickly traced the flooding to a break-in upstairs.
Came in and shimmied over here and knocked out a window.
The vandal proceeded to plug the upstairs bathtub and sink and start the water while pouring paint into brand new appliances for two newly renovated apartments.
This apartment was done. Now it's not.
Leading to a mountain of lost time and money.
In the $150,000 to $200,000 range.
Tracking down the source of that damage didn't take much detective work.
He got paint on his feet and walked home, so there's a track right to his front door.
But as funny as the case may have been to solve, take a closer look at those footprints, and you'll see why it's seriously hard to resolve.
It's a kid that is maybe 11 or 12, and what we're told is that there have been multiple offenses like this, and because of his youth, there just isn't a consequence.
Cases involving kids this young are really difficult, even for us to follow. But St. Paul Police told me today that they have referred the case to the Ramsey County Attorney's Office for charging consideration. But it's not the first time. This is one of 20 known cases, they say, involving the same kid since March of last year.
One of the things that we found out was that he was wearing an ankle monitor at the time because he had been, before a judge so many times that finally they were like, all right, he's got to be on house arrest or something. But in this case, that kid could be hurt. It's not just him damaging property, but it's also like, who's watching that kid?
In a statement, police added, frustration is shared by officers who arrest the same person repeatedly. Our officers will continue to do what we can to hold offenders accountable for their actions.
We're just going to shed light on the situation and hopefully that'll lead to change. Everybody seems to have the same reaction, which is, how could this happen? That gives us hope.
And in the meantime,
well, we're going to get some really good security.
I have faith that something will change.
In St. Paul, Kent Erdahl, KARE 11 News.
The Ramsey County Attorney's Office did tell us that they can't comment on this case again because of the age of that suspect. But we have been told that the city and county have each attempted to work with this young man through various programs. But to this point, not much has changed. I'll be right back.